If you're new to pickleball or you're having difficulty with your serve, then stay tuned to this video because it's designed just for you. In this video, I'm going to teach you the best serve that you can use. Let's get into it. Before we look at how to hit the serve, which is what we refer to as the mechanical pillar of pickleball, let's talk about what we're trying to accomplish with our serve. When you think about pickleball this way, in terms of what I'm trying to accomplish with a shot or with a strategy, it'll greatly improve the decisions that you make about the shots and strategy that you're going to use. So what we're trying to accomplish with our serve is we want our serve to be reliable and we want our serve to be deep. Other than that, you don't need to have too much other fancy things with your serve. You don't need a hard serve, you don't need a spun serve, you don't need a short angle serve. All those serves are really not necessary. And the way to think about it is, games are not decided by the quality of the serve unless there's a defect in the serve. The serve's being missed a lot, or your serves are really short all the time. Those are things that can hurt you as a player. But if you have a consistently deep serve, you're going to be getting the job done with that shot. Now that we know what we're trying to accomplish, how do we get it done? There's two ways that you can serve in pickleball. One way is with the traditional or volley serve where you hit the ball in the air like that. This serve is governed by the three rules about the height of the where you hit the ball, the position of your paddle when you hit it, and the movement of your paddle when you hit it. The other way that you can execute your serve is with what's called the drop serve. The drop serve is where you drop the ball and then you hit it off of the bounce. The drop serve is not limited by the three rules that limit the in-air volley serve. The only rule that applies to the drop serve specifically is the way that you drop the ball. You are not allowed to push the ball down and you're not allowed to toss it up and then let it bounce. You have to release the ball from your hand, let it bounce, and then execute the serve. For the sake of completeness, the drop serve is governed by the same court position rules as the in-air serve. So you need to be serving diagonal from your service box, and you need to stand behind the baseline as well as between the two sidelines. So the sideline on the outside as well as the center line, which is effectively your sideline for your serve. You imagine an imaginary line coming out on both of those, and you need to be in this area here at the time you execute your serve. In addition to the simplicity that the drop serve provides relative to the rules, you only have to deal with that rule about dropping the ball correctly. The drop serve also gives you other benefits. It gives you the benefit of better or easier timing on your serve. A lot of times the mistakes that players make on their volley serves or in-air serves is they rush, and so they end up hitting the ball on the neck of the paddle like that. So they end up rushing their serves and they can't get enough power on the serve because they're not hitting the ball in this zone here, which is where you want to hit most of your shots to gain most power. This here, where this crown is on this paddle, is the sweet spot of the paddle. That's where you want to hit it. The in-air serve timing can sometimes get a little bit confusing, a little bit difficult for players. The other thing that happens in the in-air serve is you see players start pulling their paddle or get jammed up in their bodies with their arms like this as they hit. The drop serve allows you more time to interact with the ball. So when you drop the ball, you have time to let it bounce and then take your time to hit the shot. Another great advantage of the drop serve is that it is very similar to your return of serve. Because you're going to hit your return of serve off the bounce, when you start hitting drop serves, now you're hitting your serves off the bounce. So your serve and your return of serve become the same shot, simplifying your mechanics, which will make your shots more consistent and more reliable. That's the power of understanding the advantages of certain types of shots when you play pickleball. And if you want to know more about this type of thinking, make sure you subscribe to this channel. There's more content like this, but also check out our State of Play. Because in our State of Play, we're talking about what's going on with pickleball right now, and that way you can know exactly what you need for your game. All right, let's talk about the mechanics about how to hit this shot. We talked about the drop, but let me give you some more tips on exactly where to drop it from. Some players will drop the balls from here. There's nothing wrong with that. The problem with dropping the ball from here is that the ball will bounce less than if you drop it from up here. About 45-degree arm is going to give you the maximum height while still preserving the distance from your body. If you go too high like this, then that ball lands too close to your body. So the best drop position would be about 45 degrees. That gives me good distance, and then from there, I'm going to execute the serve. The other thing that's really important with the drop serve is take your time. Don't rush. Don't drop and hit. That'll defeat the purpose of the drop serve or the advantage that it gives you. What you want to do is drop it, set, and then hit that ball. I think I was good there. I thought it might have been on the line, but I wasn't. So drop and serve. And then after you drop it, making contact with the ball, you're just gonna direct your paddle to where you want the serve to go, and it'll work like a charm. Adding the drop serve to your game will improve the reliability and consistency of your serve. Click up here to gain additional actionable, relevant tips to improve your play. I'll see you next time.